Hi, my name is Joanna Sousa Martins. Thank you. Thank you for being here, for listening. I'm here to talk to you today about channeling. What is channeling? Who can channel? And what is it for? So I received a message from the universe to make this video. So that is a way of channeling. So in this world, there's much more than this physical 3D that we see. There is more than all the fifth senses, and science only in this era only focus on the physical, and it had a limited vision on what's happening in the world, in us. We only studied what we could see through our eyes or through instruments, but in fact the 3D human, it's much more than that. We are more than we are in the physical. We have this side of us, we have this etheric body, we have this conscience that's not located inside of our head. It's not our mind, it's not our ego. And this conscience and the mind receives data and information not only from what we see around us, what we can touch, hear. We received some messages as intuition as well. So that's channeling, but we never heard it as being channeling. So there are many forms of channeling. It's like we are receivers, we are a channel for information, many kind of information. Like a painter, sometimes he sees an image, he receives, and he paints, he is channeling that information to a canvas. Or a musician, many famous musicians told that they heard the music and they only transmit it to the piano or to another instrument, and they were channeling that. They were channeling from this huge universe that we still do not completely understand, because we are limited to that little box that we made for ourselves. But the human being, it's much more than that. And now it's time to realize that we are much more than that. It's time for us to be free from these chains that have been trapping us from seeing our true potential. So channeling, it's not only for me, it's also for you and for everyone around you. Everyone can channel. Everyone can receive messages, transmit. We just need to be tuned to that frequency. When we are on our daily life, we sometimes ignore the noises, we ignore messages, we ignore images. We only fix, or we only keep in our conscious memory a few images, sounds, or tastes from what really is happening during our day. So channeling, you can receive this information and do not ignore. It's like you're being a radio and you fine-tune to receive that frequency. So it is for everyone. Everyone can do, everyone has that ability. It has been so many years not being aligned to that frequency, not listening, we started ignoring that sense that we had. But if you practice, or if you are conscious that you have that ability as a human being, you can start receiving messages and transmitting messages that can be from many beings, people from the other side, or collectives, beings that do not have this material form that we have in the 3D frequency. So I had my first contact, as I told you in my last video, when I did a session, a therapy session, and I started receiving, I started singing. And it was not me that I was not imagining, I was not making any effort to make a song, to sing a song. Something just was like coming out of my mouth. I could stop it because I had this ability to decide whatever we want. We all have. It's a characteristic of the human being. And I started channeling music. Then I started channeling movements with my hands, like a sign language. Then I think a few years ago, afterwards, I started channeling some kind of language. One language, then I started another and another. And I just allowed it. I allowed for me to express what I was like listening, not like listening in the 3D world, but I had this, it's like when you have a thought or an idea, that idea comes to your mind. It's exactly like that. It comes to you in this frequency and you allow it to express it. And it can be through language, vocal, sign language, through dance, through painting, through writing a beautiful text, a poem, and also on your daily life, like when you are cooking as well. Sometimes it feels like it's magic. Everything goes right. The tastes, they are amazing. And sometimes you don't even need a recipe. You just know inside of you. That's when you are connected to the true being that you are. It's really amazing when you start having these conscious thoughts that you are a vessel, you are in this world only as a part of yourself. You are more than what's happening in this dimension. And when you realize that, and when you decide and you have the intention and the permission for things to come to you, you start expressing it in a divine way, as the divine being that you are. So I started few years ago, and it has been developing. For me, it was in a fraction of a second, but since then I've been developing this ability. I've been destroying these blocks in my mind that kept me from accepting that I was receiving information, that I could transmit information, that I was more than this human being. It's not that we are limited. We have no limits. We just need to be in touch with ourselves and realize that we are much more than what we see or how we perceive ourselves. So I guess I can show you some kinds of channeling. Sometimes you see people channeling and they need to be quiet, relaxed, and get in tune to that frequency. But sometimes you just need to get in touch with that frequency, and it's perfect. You are channeling. So for me, I only have to think about, have the intention to reach that frequency, and it's instantaneous. And it can be for you as well. You can also train. I also went to a workshop where they teach how to channel. And it was very interesting for me to go there because it started destroying all these beliefs that only a few people, like mediums, could channel. Only special people could do that. But no, I saw many channeling. I also saw people, there were non-believers that were channeling in a workshop of one morning. So you just need to realize what you truly are and allow it. Allow for the possibility. Such strong words, but so right. Allow the possibility that you are much more than you are, or that you think you are. And so maybe I will channel a few words. I will channel from my higher self. Maybe I can channel also from star beings. And I also wanted to say that why should you learn how to channel? Why do we channel? And we channel to bring knowledge, to bring a path, to bring direction for us to be in this world. And it's beautiful. We can learn how to channel, to understand more of ourselves, of the world, of the universe. We can learn how to be a truly happy human being in this world of duality. So I guess it's time for you to start as well. I will channel my higher self now, and then afterwards I will channel a star family. I hope you can receive these messages to you, to your heart, and that you can truly understand and know that you have this power inside of you that needs to be acknowledged. Dear ones, this video it's not only to reach you. This video is also to activate all that listens to it. This is like a seed that needs to grow. You have this power, this sense inside of you, and it's time to release it. We are here to tell you that you are the one who needs to express. You are the one who wants to reach another step in your spiritual evolution. So, just as this one said, just allow it. Just be ready. Just stay still and listen to your inside, because you are such grand. You are much more than all of your limiting beliefs. It's time. It's time for you and for all humanity to gather around and to realize what you are capable of. So, get in touch with you. Go inside and try. Your mind or your ego will try to block it in the beginning. Do not worry. It's completely natural. It's a part of the human being that wants to be protected. But you have this ability inside of you, and this knowingness will come out of yourself. You don't need anyone, just you. Begin today. Just give it a little try. For some, it will be so easy, so natural, because they will connect to their true selves. For others, it will be a little bit hard, but do not worry, my friend, because all of you have this amazing ability, and it's time to release it. Just let it go and feel. The message will be for you, and it will come in many different ways. So just be still and let it flow. It will come for you as a special channeling. Prepare yourself, because this is another quantum jump in your spiritual journey. We thank you and we love you. We honor you. So this was a channeled message that came from the universe to all of you, for you to start believing and connecting to your true selves. So I will also channel in a light language. It's a language from the star beings from another dimension, and it comes to me in a different way. This kind of language, it's to be heard not with your ears but with your heart. So if you want, you can close your eyes and listen, or you can be with your eyes open. Just try to feel it. See how it feels in your body, in the energy around you. Siaro somoete ke rasa, romoete ke na asara somoete, haraya, seoporoto, naya sokoro somoete, rosoko neata, rataka somoete ke, hora sekerete, noyo soko, sarata karata. Well, I hope you liked the video. If you are here listening to it, that's because the message is to you. So I encourage you to start using this ability in you and to recognize yourself as the true magnificent being and the true light that you are. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Namaste.